to work with the bears here, I consider myself to be the most handsome. Not quite the reaction I was looking for. That's better. All like that stuff. Anyway, you're here to see the bears for more. Well, before we bring them out to do that, we'd like to give you a little bit of background information to make this educational as well as entertaining. So we're going to cover a few of the more common topics that are asked of us during our summer season. However, I do see it starting to rain out there. I know some of you are getting damp. I'm going to try and keep my remarks to the bare minimum. Don't worry, I have more where that came from. Now, my family has been in business here since 1928. That makes this season our 80th anniversary. On a busy summer day like this one, you may find as many as 20 of my family out here amongst our staff, waiting to serve you and hopefully make your visit here a pleasant one. We want you to come back and see us again. Now, we are the oldest family of bear keepers here in New England. We started back in 1930 with 3 black bears, and we've been at it ever since. And all of the commentary you're about to hear is about the North American black bear, Ursus americanus, the bear of America. And that's the only type of bear we have experience with. Now, at this time, our bear family numbers 8. There are 5 on display in these enclosures on the back, and we have an additional 3 across the street in special quarters. More on them in just a few moments. By far, the most common question that's asked of us about them is, how long do they live? The answer comes in 2 parts. Out here in the woods of New Hampshire, we currently have an estimated population of wild bears that approaches 4,500 head, and they're on the increase. You'll probably never know how many for sure, though, because every time they hold a census, no one shows up. However, they are very common here in the White Mountains. So if you're here on a visit, driving down a back road, you're out there hiking, camping, or fishing, you may see a wild bear. If you do, please stay away from them. Don't try to get close. Do not feed them. And most of all, don't offer up a family member to have a picture taken with a nice bear. It ends badly for all those involved. Now, currently, the Fish and Game Department tells us the average life expectancy for a bear out here is not very long, somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 6 years. Now, I am sure some of them live longer than that, but that's an average. I can tell you this, our bears live much longer. They have a guaranteed living, balanced diet, and we protect them. They're our personal property, our pets, and we extend their lives greatly over that of their wild cousins. The oldest one we have at present you will not see today. He's across the street in special quarters. He's living in a retirement community. He's over there with peace and quiet and shade. He has 2 houses to choose from, his own private swimming pool, 2 meals a day. He's collecting Social Security, Medicare, and the meager interest they pay on his personal savings account. I'm speaking of a bear we've had here for many years. His name is Spooky, and he is 27. That's the record. The all-time best we've ever done, raising a little cubby bear up in old age. He's laid to rest in the flower garden right over there. And yes, there are bears buried over here. Some of our finest show bears in history. But the one I'm speaking of, we call him Old Fella. He lived with us here for 38 years, 7 months. And we believe that is an all-time record for the North American black bear. Now, many people are curious as to what we feed our bears here. And I want to reassure you, their diet is healthy. It does not consist of popcorn, candy, soft drinks, and junk food. If it did, it would be much cheaper for us to take care of them. Actually, the main diet has not changed since 1935. And that was the year my father Murray and my Uncle Ed first handled little cubby bears in the kitchen of our home. And that litter was a triplet litter. Their names were Toggle, Soggle, and Woggle. Woggle was the little girl. And they were named after the bears in a bedtime story my grandmother used to tell her 2 red-headed boys. But I digress. What do the bears eat here? Well, it starts with dog chow. We augment that with quantities of fruit and vegetables, cod liver oil, and some other vitamins and minerals that attest to their health and long life here with us. Out in the woods, it's a different story. They start from the ground and then work up. They'll eat insects, grass, clover, sweet wild berries in season. They can catch, kill, and eat small woodland creatures. And in the fall of the year, they climb up into trees looking for beech nuts, butternuts, acorns, and also apples. We feed our bears large quantities of apples in the fall to help fatten them up for the coming winter. And on occasion, we've seen one of our bigger male bears eat a bushel of apples in 20 minutes. A bushel is 40 pounds. One male bear, 20 minutes. When he's done,
excuse me, I just
full
need to puck my butt every now and then.
of apple sauce. And incidentally has become a walking cider press. Now another common question that's asked of us is, where do bears go in the winter months? Our bears stay here. They get up and go to sleep inside the gray wooden houses that you see, be it here or in our special facility across the street. If we have more than one bear in an enclosure, we can provide additional housing so they can sleep together or separately. The arrangement is up to them. We board up the openings on the house, except for one, so they can come in and out as they so choose. We provide them with hay, or in one special case, straw. We have a bear that's allergic to hay. They take it inside and they make a nest out of it, kind of a bowl-shaped depression, and that's where they'll sleep for the balance of the winter. They do awaken occasionally, and in a small quantity of snow can help replenish body moisture given off during respiration. A bear in their den is not dead in the world. You cannot reach inside, pull them out, play with them, and then put them back again without their knowledge. They are ready to jump up and fight for their life or run for their life. Now we stopped feeding our bears here on December 7th. From that point forward, no breakfast, lunch, or supper for 3.5 months. Now if you think that's a hardship, think about their wild cousins out here at large. They go without food for 4.5 to 5 months every winter. Farther north in Canada, it's even longer than that, and they can only do it if they fatten up sufficiently in the summer and fall and live on the fat tissue stored in their bodies. A black bear in hibernation can lose up to 1/4 of their body weight over the course of the winter. Now, about the only thing of interest that happens with the black bear in the winter months to you folks is that's when little cubbies are born. In our experience here, the bear producing since 1951, we have found that the average birth date is the 21st or 22nd day of January, just like clockwork, providing, of course, you had a wedding the previous June. We have many weddings here every June, but the population doesn't seem to explode. So we've come to realize most of the marriages have been annulled. When they're born, they're very small, about this size. They weigh less than 1 pound each. About 14.5 ounces is an average birth weight. Litters are small, 1 or 2 cubs common, triplets uncommon. Quadruplets are rare. The reason being, the more cubs she has, the heavier the drain it is on the mother's system. And she must nurse them both night and day throughout the winter. Yet she herself can take no nourishment until the following spring. At maturity, 5 to 7 years later, a large lady bear can get up to 250 or more pounds. The large male can exceed 500 pounds. And there you have it. Those are the bear facts. Started here in 1949. That was the year my father Murray and my Uncle Ed decided to teach and train little cubby bears for show work. This summer makes 59 years of the bear show, right here at Clark's. And during the show, we're going to give away this little teddy bear. This is how it's done. You need your general admission ticket. That's a yellowish piece of paper about so long, it has numbers on the bottom. The numbers determine the winner. So if you've got the tickets out and ready to go, it makes it much faster to find you. Now I thank you very much for listening so quietly and patiently. We're going to bring out our first performer, a little lady bear by the name of Echo. And here she comes, raring to go. This is Echo, 5 years of age, not born here. She comes from Farmington, Pennsylvania, and she is our most patriotic bear.